You slide into a brand new car. The leather is pristine. The dashboard gleams. And then you breathe in. That smell, that unmistakable, intoxicating new car smell. It feels luxurious. It feels expensive. It feels like success. For decades, we have been conditioned to love this scent so much that companies actually sell air fresheners trying to replicate it. But here is the uncomfortable truth. That smell you associate with luxury and achievement is not a carefully designed fragrance sprayed on at the factory. It is something far stranger. And once you know what it really is, you might never breathe it in quite the same way again. Today, we are uncovering the surprising chemistry behind the new car smell, right here in plain sight. Let's start with what most people assume. Many believe car manufacturers have perfected some secret signature scent, a custom fragrance designed to trigger feelings of excitement and satisfaction. It sounds believable. After all, hotels pump scents into lobbies. Casinos manipulate the air to keep you gambling. Why wouldn't car companies do the same? But they don't. At least not in the way you think. That new car smell is not added. It is released. What you are actually inhaling is a cocktail of chemicals escaping from the materials inside the vehicle. Scientists call this process off-gassing. Every surface you see and touch, the dashboard, the seats, the carpets, the glue holding it all together, is slowly releasing volatile organic compounds, VOCs, into the air. These are chemicals that evaporate at room temperature. When you seal them inside a brand new car that has been baking in a parking lot, they concentrate into that distinctive aroma we have learned to love. So, what exactly are these chemicals? The list reads like a chemistry exam. Formaldehyde comes from adhesives. Benzene comes from plastics. Toluene comes from paints and sealants. Ethylbenzene comes from synthetic rubber. Phthalates come from vinyl softeners. These are not exotic perfume ingredients. They are industrial compounds used to make modern car interiors flexible, durable, and shiny. And here's where it gets unsettling. Many of these chemicals aren't exactly good for you. Prolonged exposure to some volatile organic compounds has been linked to headaches, dizziness, respiratory irritation, and, in extreme cases, more serious health concerns. That intoxicating new car smell, it's literally intoxicating. Your brain is responding to a mild chemical exposure. Now, before you panic, let's add some perspective. The levels of volatile organic compounds in a new car are typically low enough that occasional exposure is not dangerous for most people. But studies have shown that on a hot summer day, when temperatures inside a parked car can exceed 150 degrees Fahrenheit, those chemical concentrations can spike dramatically. This is why experts recommend rolling down your windows and airing out a new car before driving, especially in warm weather. Here is something fascinating. Different cultures have completely different relationships with this smell. In Western countries, particularly in America, the new car smell is almost sacred. People chase it. They pay for products that mimic it. In other parts of the world, particularly in Japan and parts of Europe, the smell is viewed with suspicion. Buyers there often prefer cars that smell like nothing at all. Japanese automakers have invested heavily in reducing volatile organic compound emissions using water-based adhesives and plant-derived materials to create interiors that are virtually scent-free. So why do so many of us love a smell that is essentially chemical vapor? The answer lies in psychology, not chemistry. We have been conditioned. For generations, the new car smell has been paired with positive experiences, achievement, status, freedom, the thrill of ownership. Our brains do not register the smell as plastic and glue. They register it as success. It is a learned emotional response, not an instinctive one. Car companies know this. While they do not spray fragrance into vehicles, They carefully select materials that produce a pleasant off-gassing profile. They test how interior components smell when heated, when cooled, and when combined. The goal is not to eliminate the smell entirely. The goal is to make sure it reads as premium rather than chemical. Here is the final twist. That beloved scent is temporary by design. As weeks pass, the volatile organic compounds finish evaporating. The smell fades, and suddenly your car just smells like a car. Some owners mourn the loss so deeply, they buy sprays and fresheners to bring it back. But those products are just synthetic imitations. They are perfume pretending to be plastic. So the next time you inhale deeply in a showroom, remember this. You are not smelling luxury. You are smelling chemistry. A temporary fog of evaporating compounds that your brain has learned to associate with something far more meaningful than adhesive fumes. If this changed the way you think about that new car smell, hit the like button and share it with someone who just bought a new ride. And subscribe to Plain Sight for more hidden stories behind the everyday things we never question. Because sometimes, the things we love most are hiding in plain sight.